Well, I got fuel, fresh coffee. Let's go to Dallas. Going to the Big D, not Detroit. And I do mean Dallas. So, you know, I really hate to use this pilot. In fact, about a year ago, I swore I'd never use them again. And I didn't for a few months. And I remember why. Because so many times I have pulled in here and the pumps don't work. Like back there, I pulled into a pump that wasn't working. I had to back up. Luckily, it was open behind me. Back up, go to the next pump. And then it wouldn't recognize the app. You know, that's the easy thing about using Pilot, you know, because I can easily get onto the app, activate the pump. But no, I had to go inside. You know, just always lots of problems with the pumps. This is truck exit only, my friend. See the sign? Truck exit only. Renegade truckers. You know, they built a brand new big Amazon warehouse back here to the left. I don't think it's open yet, but I bet that's going to create a lot of new traffic. All right, let's get on the road. All right, folks, Thursday morning, about 10 till 7 a.m. approaching downtown Dallas, Tejas. I've only got about 4.5 miles, 5 miles or so to my customer, but I gotta get through town first. A lot of cars in Dallas, although there's been a lot of traffic. I had about 2.5 hours of driving this morning to get here, and it's been okay. I mean, there's been a lot of traffic, but it's been moving for the most part, so can't really complain. I knew it would get ugly right here in town. Anyway, I'll try to get you some footage at the customer. Well, guys, I'm down the road here from the customer. It's been a mess. You can see they got lots of road construction down there. The customer is down there about 200 yards. And there's another Maverick driver here in front of me that picked up in the same place I did, carrying the same thing I'm carrying. And he had already tried to check in, and they told him that they couldn't unload shotgun coils here. So we had to turn around, which wasn't any fun. I actually had to back up from way down there, backed all the way up here, turned up that road, and then backed into that lot to get into this position. So now we're just sitting here waiting for somebody at Maverick to tell us where to go. They've told us, the customer has told us, to deliver it to Louisville, Texas, to one of their other facilities. It's about a, I don't know, 45-minute drive from here. So I've called my fleet manager. The other driver has called his fleet manager. We're just waiting on word, you know, approval from Maverick to leave. You know, they gotta work this out with the customer, I guess. So that's what's happening. All right, folks, well, we left that customer back there, and just to explain all that a little better, the road construction there was one problem, but the real problem that we couldn't deliver there is because inside the plant they had done some work to their property so that we could not back into the unloading bay where their overhead crane is. And me and the other Maverick driver are both loaded shotgun, and it would require an overhead crane unload. So again, you know, talking about supply chain issues, a simple communication to that effect would have helped a lot, so that we could have either loaded this suicide, you know, eye to the side, or they could have just routed us to the other facility to begin with. So here again, you know, counting me and this other driver, and maybe other Maverick drivers, you know, we're gonna waste probably at least 3 hours of time. So anyway, you know, that's just the kind of thing you run into. It could have been avoided. So I got about 25 minutes to get to their other facility in Louisville. You can see traffic is very bad. It's a little after 8 a.m. All right, more later. Okay guys, so we're here at the new place, Andy's Coil Processing. Got the bungees off my tarp, but before I pull it off, I want to explain, like I think I mentioned before, one of the safety guys yesterday at the North Little Rock Maverick yard told me that they really didn't want the tarps laid out on the deck like this, that, you know, to tuck it up under there. So just to be clear, they don't want us doing it that way. All right guys, so I've gotten unsecured, untarped, except for the 3 straps over the coil. Troy, the other Maverick driver, just pulled out, so it's my turn. He's been with Maverick like 17 years, but he didn't want to be on camera. So this door to the right, you may not can see it, but that's where we're going to back into. Yeah, right over there in the right corner. So I'm going to pull back this way. Well, so this has kind of been another Fubar load. I've been having too many of them lately. These shippers and receivers need to get their act together. All right, so at least they've got enough room here for us to maneuver. Basically, I'm just trying to straighten up. Okay, that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. Put my blinkers on. You always put your hazard lights on when you're backing up. All right, I'll try to show you some unload if I can. Okay guys, so I'm backed into position here. Got my 3 straps off, so it's ready to unload. But I wanted to show you the setup here. So this coil weighed 49,500 pounds. So it needed 7 securements. Each securement will handle up to 8,000 pounds. So 8,000 times 7 is 56,000. It would have secured up to 56,000. If I'd only used 6 securements, it would have maxed out at 48,000. So, you know, you want to try to position your coil kind of in the middle. So this is the middle of the trailer right here. So yep, it's in the middle. I've got a friction mat, and just like with the securements, I got 7 coil racks, because you need 7 coil racks to cover the weight. 2 coil pads, you know, for the coil to sit down on and grip, and then 2 beveled timbers. That's what you call your cradle. All right, and of course the coil is not sitting on the trailer. You don't want it sitting on the trailer, because that kind of ruins the integrity of your securements pulling down. And I didn't get a shot of it this time, but I did when I loaded it. But I had 4 chains going crossways through the eye of the coil, and then 3 straps over the top. That's my 7 securements. And then I had a trip chain in the front just to stop forward motion, hopefully, you know, if need be. So that's how that works. I'm just, I hope I haven't caught everybody at lunch at this point, but that'd be my luck. So there she is, big old coil from Ecorse, Michigan, which is Detroit. And I got my paperwork sitting here just waiting on an unloader. Man, I don't know where I'm going yet. And the other Maverick driver, Troy, is still sitting over there. He doesn't have an order, so yeah, we'll see. Okay guys, so I think I'm about to get unloaded here, hopefully. I hope this battery doesn't go dead. It's real low, so wish me luck. So he's got 2 big hooks up there, and he's checking in another driver at the moment. So there he comes. All right, yeah, he just checked that guy in there. All right, so I'll give you a shot of this. I know some of you like to see the equipment and the lift. And then once I get unloaded, I'll just pull out there and wait for further instructions. So it's just a matter of maneuvering those 2 hooks into place and lifting her up. And then get my signed paperwork. Alright, he's gonna get the paperwork. So I'll try to show you the lift here in a minute. Okay guys, so here you go. This is my unloader, Jose. He's got it hooked up, fixing to lift it off. Big coil. And then of course when I pull out there in the lot, I've still got all my equipment here on the trailer to put away. So there you go, folks. All right, that's how she goes from Detroit to Dallas. All right guys, more later. All right guys, so we got out of that customer here in Louisville, Texas, I think it's called. And got an order. Me and the other Maverick driver both got orders going to the Lowe's distribution center down in Ennis, Texas. About an hour and 15 minutes from here. It'll be a preload. Been a few months since I've been there, many months actually. And going to Bixby, Oklahoma for a 7 a.m. delivery. Now, I'm not sure where Bixby is. I haven't looked it up yet, but it'd be nice if I could get there tonight. Anyway, I'll see you in the evening.